Should you fly solo in the gym? Or should you have a workout partner? What are the advantages or disadvantages to both? And does it truly make a big difference? Well, that's what we're talking about in today's episode. So strap in and get ready for episode 098. Let's go.
I've always been that skinny guy.
Why can't I gain muscle mass?
What do I do in the gym?
They said I'd always be skinny.
This is your complete source for how to gain lean muscle and break out of your skinny body. From nutrition to getting the most out of your workouts and everything in between. We know just how frustrating gaining muscle mass can be, but don't worry, we've got you covered. You're listening to the Bones to Bulk podcast. Hey, welcome to today's episode. My name is Brian Parody and I will be your host today. And before we dive into today's topic, if you have not been over to bonestobulk.com, head on over there. There's so many different things on there. You can catch up on any past episode of the podcast. You can check out our Bones to Bulk exclusive gear. And probably most importantly, you can grab your free training that I created for you. It's where I sit down, it's a video, I sit down with you for 15, 20 minutes and go over the things that I wish I had known when I started. It's right there on the homepage, you can't miss it. It's absolutely free. You put in your email, it's delivered to your inbox. It can't get any easier. With that being said, let's dive in. So maybe you've worked out with someone before. Maybe you've never worked out with someone before. Maybe you've never worked out alone before. What are the advantages, the disadvantages to both? Well, for starters, let me kind of start off saying that I've done both. I have worked out with a workout partner. I have mostly worked out by myself. And as of now, I work out currently by myself. That's just kind of where I'm at the moment and what I do. Now, is it the best thing? Well, the answer really depends on the person. You know, not all of us are the same. Not all of us operate the same. Not all of us think the same. Not all of us have the same motivating factors. And so you've got to take that stuff into consideration when you're trying to figure out whether you need a workout partner or not. I will say that working out with someone else does make the time go by quicker. It does often make it more enjoyable, and conversation is usually good. So there are definitely some benefits. Now, as to the actual workout, is it affected by having a workout partner? Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, you have someone to spot you, so you're going to be able to lift heavier. Personally, if I ever need someone to spot me, I just grab someone in the gym. So while that is an argument, if you don't like, asking strangers for help or talking to strangers, then yes, having someone spot you is a must when it comes to certain lifts and when you're trying to hit PRs and such. So that is a definite benefit of having a workout partner. Now, does having a workout partner affect your lifts in a negative way? Again, it depends, but I would say yes, and here's why. When we are working out with someone, we tend to talk in between sets. And even if you're working in, like one person's working out while the other person's taking a break, there will be dialogue, there will be conversation, which is not a bad thing. But you're going to be taking more of a rest time, which means that you're probably not going to be pushing yourself as hard as if you were there by yourself. And the reason for that is just you're resting less time usually when you're there by yourself. So you're going to get your heart rate up more. You're going to increase the intensity of the workout. Now, in addition, what if your workout partner gets sick or can't make it or whatnot? Then that's also an issue to where, there's a negative effect on that. Maybe you're so used to working out with a partner that you don't feel like working out, and so you use that as an excuse not to go to the gym as well if they're sick or if they had something come up to where they can't make it. So it can also lead to a possible excuse of why you can't get in the gym. Now, while there are, I think, negative aspects to both, as far as working out by yourself, some of the benefits are, even though you don't have a spotter, you typically move quicker, so you're there at the gym less. Your intensity is going to be higher because you're not resting as long as in between sets. You're also more focused. That means that your mindset is more in the game because You're not focusing on a conversation you're having or anything else. You're solely focused on your workout. In addition, you don't have an excuse not to go just because someone else is going, because guess what? You always go by yourself. So there are definitely pros and cons to both sides of the equation. And what I would challenge you to do is, regardless of how your current way is set up. So maybe right now you're going solo, maybe you're going with someone, try doing it the other way. Just to see how you perform, how the other person performs, if there is someone else. And it's just a great way to change things up. I always talk about changing things up with your workout and your exercises because it keeps the muscles guessing. It's kind of the same way with this. It's good to see both sides of the equation. It's good to see how you perform better because we are all so different. And so try out both ways. See what way not only you like better, but which way are you more motivated? Which way are you more focused? Which way are you lifting heavier? Which way are you being more effective with your time in the gym? And the answer is going to let you know, like, hey, I should work out with a workout partner. Or it's going to let you know what? Maybe I need to go solo because I'm finding that I do a much better job. And that doesn't mean that you can never change it or change things up again. This isn't like a nail in the coffin one time for all. This is just a test and try it out. Everything when it comes to fitness, I feel like, well, not everything. Let me backtrack that. Not everything is beneficial to try out. There are definitely some things that are not beneficial, but there are so many different nutrition plans or workouts or whatnot that we can benefit and learn a lot from each one. And maybe it's not always a positive learning experience, but just like how, negative experiences that we go through in life still teach us something more about ourselves or more about our strengths. It's the same way. Even if we try something out that has a negative effect on our workouts or our motivation, we still are learning more about ourselves, what we can do, and what we're truly capable of. So if you've never given this any thought, I encourage you to just think about it some, take it to heart, try out something new because, it could be a big change that maybe you need. All right, with that being said, if you are on Facebook, go over and check out our Bones to Bulk group. We have a great community of people from literally every walk of the journey, from beginner to intermediate to advanced, who are just trying to better themselves physically in all kinds of different areas. So head on over to Facebook, search Bones to Bulk, and request to join the group. You won't be disappointed. All right, with that being said, remember, no matter what obstacles you're facing, what things you have to overcome in life, what's staring you down, you can overcome anything that you set your mind to. You've got this.